Welcome everybody. How's everybody doing? It's great to see everybody online here. Hey Jack. Hey David. Hey Fred. Hey Federico. Hey Josie. Hey Mark. Hey Ron. How you doing? Philip, Al, William. Wow, we got lots of people coming online. Great to see. Welcome everybody. And what cities do we have here? Oh, we got San Diego in the house. We got Phoenix. We got Atlanta. We got Miami. St. Paul, Minnesota. Interesting. Welcome. Nashville. San Francisco. Memphis. Wow. New York. Seattle. Wow. Toronto, Canada. Welcome, Toronto. Very interesting. Very interesting indeed. Well, we're coming up to the top of the hour, so let's get started with our webinar. I'd like to welcome everybody to one of the first English Sanki Global product and business presentations to be held. And you know, Sanki's not a new company. I mean, we're 3 years old and we've had some tremendous growth, tremendous success over the last 3 years, but you heard me right. This is one of the first English product and business presentations. And you know, what does that tell you? You know, it tells me that the English market's completely untapped. It's completely wide open. We truly have a blue ocean of opportunity because we're coming to the US. We're in pre-launch right now. We're going to go in soft launch in 1 month, and it's just going to be tremendous. It's an honor for me to be able to share the Sanki Global story with you. So let's get started. What does Sanki mean anyhow? Well, you know, Sanki is actually two Japanese words put together. Sun is the word for respect in Japanese. You know, if you were to go to Japan, if I were to go to Japan, they'd say Peter's son. You remember the Karate Kid? It was Daniel's son. Sun means respect in Japanese. And ki means spiritual energy. You know, in China and Korea, they say chi, but in Japan, it's ki. So what's Sanki? Sanki is respect for spiritual energy, or respect for spirit. Now, how did it come about? Why is it a Japanese name? Well, Sanki has Japanese origins. Alex Lopez Teo, international businessman, who actually has 10 years experience in the network marketing industry. He started in network marketing in 2003. Prior to that, he worked with Procter & Gamble as a campaign manager for some key products. You know, Alex noticed through some of his campaigns with Procter & Gamble that you know, word of mouth was very powerful. And he came across network marketing in 2003. He got started in the industry as a distributor. In those first 2 years, he experienced some good success with his partners, Ernest and Gert Muller. You know, they built organizations of a couple thousand people, but the company they were working with really weren't giving them what they needed in terms of tools and so on to continue to grow. So they attended a conference where they presented a list of items that needed to be fixed, and unfortunately the corporate executives of that company threw that list in the garbage, and you know, that caused Alex and his partners to resign. You know, and that's when they formed their own company. That was in 2005. So now they have 8 years experience as company owners in the network marketing industry. And that's tremendous because we got corporate executives with experience both on the distributor side and on the corporate side, and they have enough experience to understand how to run a network marketing company. Now, Alex went to Japan in the fall of 2009, and he met with a doctor, Dr. Bijita Deas, who's really an eminent scientist. He's the president of the Japanese Antioxidant Society. He's one of the directors at the Louis Pasteur Institute for Scientific Research. He's one of the founders of the World Stevia Foundation. Stevia is the new sweetener, which is 100% natural and plant-based and non-toxic. Also, Dr. Adeas is the CEO, and get this, of a 20-year-old Franco-Japanese laboratory that are experts, that are the authority and pioneers in nanotechnology as it's applied to nutritional products and also pharmaceutical products, because they also manufacture active ingredients for pharmaceutical companies. However, you know, this 20-year-old laboratory have been focusing most of their attention on science, on research and development. What they have done for most of their life is manufacture active ingredients and then sell those active ingredients to marketing companies in Europe and in Japan. And they always focused on the science and on the research and development. But now, for the first time, after 17 years of being in business, and they're a $200 million laboratory, they've decided, and this was really thanks to the 2008-2009 economic global crisis, they decided to get involved on the marketing side of the business and actually be part owners of a marketing arm. And that's how Sanki was born. Alex met with Dr. Adeas, and they conceived of the concept of Sanki, and Sanki was born and launched in February of 2010. And so we have some really strong corporate leadership. Japan's a very interesting country. They believe in long term. As a matter of fact, there are more companies that are over 100 years old in Japan than any other country in the world. There's over 20,000 companies in Japan that are over 100 years old. And interestingly enough, there are more people that are over 100 years old in Japan than any other country in the world. And that tells you something. They're the healthiest country in the world as well. And our active ingredients are made with Japanese technology and also European ingredients. Now, Dr. Adeas believes in long term. As a matter of fact, at a recent conference, he said, Sanki's goal is not to be the next billion-dollar company. He said, Sanki's goal is to be the next good 100-year-old company. And you might be taken aback by that, but Dr. Adeas explained to me personally that his family business is over 300 years old. Can you imagine? His family business is over 300 years old. So when he's talking that way, he actually means it, because that's the environment that he grew up in. So the guidance for Sanki is extremely strong. We really have a corporate team that know how to build a business and know how to do it for the long term. So these are Alex's partners. We decided to launch in the 6th largest network marketing country in the world, to really get a good foundation. And that country is Mexico. Mexico is the 6th largest network marketing country in the world, and Sanki was launched in Mexico in February of 2010 to build a foundation, to get the program running, to work out all the bugs, to get it running smoothly. And now we're ready for global expansion. And we're coming to the U.S. The U.S. is the first country that we're expanding into. And here are corporate executives in the U.S. We have Jeffrey Boyle, who's our president and CEO. Jeffrey also has a wealth of experience in the network marketing industry, over 20 years. He too was involved in the business of network marketing from both sides, as a distributor and as corporate, as an owner. He actually launched his own company at one point in his career. And Jeffrey now is fully dedicated to Sanki as president and CEO of the United States. We have our offices in Las Vegas. Tremendous operation being put together. Philip New, our COO as well. A wealth of experience and knowledge in the network marketing industry. So we've really put together a well-rounded corporate team to commence with our global expansion. Now, let's talk about the foundation of Sanki. Sanki was founded on a strategy, on a business strategy that's called the Blue Ocean Strategy. Now, the Blue Ocean Strategy is part of the curriculum at Harvard Business School. As a matter of fact, Harvard Business Publishing published a book called The Blue Ocean Strategy. And what does that mean? Well, that means being able to capture new market through innovation and creativity. And leaving your competition behind, where you don't have any competition, because nobody can duplicate what you have. Essentially what it means is that while we're figuring out what we're going to do 10 years from now, our competition are trying to figure out what we did 10 years ago. As a matter of fact, the active ingredients that we're utilizing right now have been in the market in Europe and Japan for the last 10 years. And with tremendous success. 15 years of research and development, 10 years in the market in Europe and Japan, but Sanki have the exclusive rights to the US market. We have the exclusive rights for these active ingredients in the US market. And we're figuring out what we're going to be doing 5 and 10 and 20 years from now. We really don't have any competition. So let's talk a little bit, about our mission. We're a global source of well-being dedicated to helping individuals evolve in order to achieve their life's purpose. And that's what a mission. I mean, truly, the network marketing industry is designed to help people do just that. Everybody wants to figure out what their life's purpose is, and with Sanki, we're helping people do that. We also have, many facets to our company. Cutting-edge technology, as mentioned, pioneers the authority in nanotechnology. An industry that's in its infancy today, yet our laboratories have been working on developing nanotechnology for the last 20 years, since 1993. Totally unique products in the market without any competition. There's no other product out there that does what our product does. We have a success system that's equal to none, and unsurpassed corporate support, an integrated wellness program, and in terms of a business plan, wow, is it ever generous? We're paying out 50% of the wholesale price of the product. Not up to 50%. 50% without breakage. Always 50%. Week in, week out, month in, month out. And we'll talk about that business plan in just a little bit.